Sure. the infinite mix-up. No, I see it. It's just the mix-up of the icon to character always changes. Please, guys, just do us all a favor. Make it match, or just make it completely irrelevant. That would also be fun.
No, never put your character on your little token thing, because some people look at that and be like, they play this character, and then they'll try to counterpick around it. So pick a character that you don't play that your character does really, really well against.
Yeah, instead of rep the boy, I don't know. You can rep like Blue Pikmin. That's pretty hype.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But yeah, as we get into this game one here, we're gonna see Skew kind of start off a little bit slow here, as Guzmàn, you know, doing a pretty good job, getting some good damage in here. I mean, Lucina is just a fantastic character all around, just a balanced sword all the way through. No tipper, no hilt damage, just a straight hit hurtbox the entire time, or hitbox, excuse me. And just honestly a really good character. I know we were talking about some fundamental characters earlier, kind of just didn't recover there, but Lucina's also a character with, you know, strong fundamentals, can take you a long way.
Yeah, and unfortunate how the egg ended up getting the 2-frame, and you don't recover your jump when you get 2-framed, so Bob would excuse me, that's his in-game tag. Oh lord, I am Guzmàn, Jesus. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot that quickly. Jeez. Guzmàn not being prepared to try to instantly recover after getting 2-framed, and Skew's kind of trying to take this for a ride. And Banjo, if he excels at anything, it's maintaining a lead. High damage output on a Banjo, and I've heard the character described as more zoner Lucina. Doesn't have anything absolutely ridiculous, but he is really good at keeping people out and thrives off of opposing players' fundamentals. But you still have that Wonder Wing for an extra little bit of DLC, so yeah. Skew really thriving out here.
I feel like he's almost like a poor man's Snake.
Yeah,
he's got his grenade, he's got his little egg, so he's kind of got like his own warfare thing going on. But then he also has a pretty solid recovery game as well, a side B that can just kill you if you're not careful. So it'll kind of make sense. Ooh. But Guzmàn there, yeah, gonna be able to get that back here, closes out that stock. So we're gonna see Skew get right back to the stage, try to get something going.
Oh, but it looks like it's going to be Guzmàn who's going to get something started at the very least, trying to use these platforms for falling up airs and dip through them to add extra mix-ups. If there's anything that Lucina could really need from the player, it's a more creative approach to offense. We see it with players like Stretch all the time, where they look at Lucina's tool set and find creative ways to use just generally good options. No jump. No, he does have a jump here. Not anymore.
That was actually really well placed, you know, using that little, it's not a spring.
It's like the pad.
Yeah, the pad. Yeah, using the pad to actually kind of get the gimp there. I mean, that's a little rude, but you know what? Hey, a win's a win.
There's so much to Banjo that feels like it's borrowed from other characters. Like you mentioned, Diet Snake with some of his warfare attributes and that grenade, of course. The jump panel, kind of akin to Sonic Spring, Dr. Mario forward air, like, etc., etc. Like, the character it's weirdly put together, but it does coalesce into a full kit that can absolutely be frustrating to deal with, especially on Lucina being on the floatier side. Navigating through things like the normal egg shots and especially the grenade egg will be a little bit troublesome if he chooses to stick with the standard sword girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll definitely see as we get into this game too. Skew, I'm pretty sure is gonna be sticking with Banjo. I don't know if they have other characters. Every time I've seen Skew play, it's always been a Banjo, a fun Banjo at that, but definitely always a Banjo. But it looks like we're gonna be sticking out here with the Lucina for Guzmàn. You know, I feel like they're definitely comfortable with the matchup here. So like, cause there's some pretty, you know, decent spots. It's just a matter of, you know, just staying consistent, not getting caught up in some of Skew's game plan. And there's definitely a couple spots off stage that Lucina probably could have recovered a little bit better, or just didn't recover at all. So it's kind of a problem.
Yeah, some of his routes were a little bit linear. Of course, that stock one being kind of unfortunate, an assisted SD, if you will. But Town and City gives you a lot of space to move, gives you a lot of space to roam. Right. This can partially help Banjo because of its small side blast zones and the fact that Banjo will have a lot more ability to start setting up and pull out the Regal Blaster, pop out the grenade egg, like have all of those tools almost always on hand. Oh, that was a cheeky little trap.
All right,
here we go.
Oh, got the first hit of the Dolphins, not Dolphins, it's a sword dance. I forget what it's called exactly. Dancing Blade or something. We got the first hit, but then like they allowed Skew to be able to shield, so they were able to get the rest of it. Oh my goodness, we actually almost just got a Wonder Wing kill, but it just ran out right before it got to Guzmàn. Oh, but the shield break that time. Ooh, that's a stock for sure. The taunt just to let you know that you got styled on right there.
I like to think that Skew did it in real life too. He posed up,
probably,
and then committed to the F smash. But Guzmàn not letting it phase them, especially with that roll read coming through. Yeah, just keeping it even and keeping it close. It's game states like this that'll make Lucina start to thrive a little bit more, because generally her buttons are so hard to mess with, and playing more neutral with Lucina isn't necessarily what you want to be doing. Skew, though, seems to have a handle on poking out Guzmàn, poking out the spots that Guzmàn seems to be weak in, especially with him committing to these double jumps so frequently. Like, I know Town and City is really big, but Skew's willing to go to air and willing to chase on these platforms. Okay. Just hold the jab.
You sit there and rapid jab, and then you jump. I mean, you still got your hit, but you jump into the rapid jab afterwards. Come on, Guzmàn. I think Guzmàn might be a little bit nervous here. They're playing pretty decent right here. Skew's definitely messing around a little bit, though. Oh.
It's easy to mess around when you're able to do 20 in the blink of an eye, like Banjo just did. I want to kind of say Guzmàn should maybe try to stick a little bit more grounded. Skew has been committing to the air really frequently, and Lucina's up tilt is one of the best anti-airs in the game, period. Especially with its more consistent hitbox, but man, he's really committed to going air to air and out of the corner with that Wonder Wing. Guzmàn will pay the price.
I can tell you straight up, a lot of players at some lower levels, and even sometimes higher levels too, it gets really easy to get caught up in doing your short hop aerials. I'm definitely not excused from that. I do that all the time with characters that you should probably just stay more grounded with. Lucina, if you can, like, you know, learn how to, ooh, there we go, gonna get that back air closing out that stock. But with Lucina, like you mentioned, if you sit there and you kind of take your time, you space out your moves like your up tilt, like your forward tilt, you kind of bait your opponent into doing something. Oh, that was big. Yeah, she can get a lot of money out of it.
And hey, Skew's really showing off of some what's in the bait department for him. I love the empty land there, seeing that Guzmàn was already afraid of the grenade egg, and he still is after everything unless he finds that hit. Most of the time, all these whiffs from Guzmàn end in him holding shield, which, ooh. It looks like Skew is ready to punish, looking for perhaps yet another shield breaker, yet another jump call out.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Skew's messing around a little too much, and the problem is that you're starting to get Lucina. Okay, gonna be able to close it out, but Lucina was getting to about half rage. I think she was a little above. And, you know, Town and City and back air being one of Lucina's best kill moves, you know, Banjo's starting to mess around. It's a little too much, but Skew